Hey guys, Black Omen here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, before we get into the recap of last week's episode, got a little couple of pieces of news that kind of punch us in the crotch, Sally said. First off, Rooster Teeth posted about RTX this year, and they're doing it remotely again this year, which I'm okay with because, you know, it's better than not having it at all. I have to say, because, you know, COVID's still a thing, we're still living in times of Corona, I don't really expect anything to be done in person for at least another year or two. But, as I said, it's better than not having it at all. So, the usual time around when RTX usually happens is sometime during the summer, whether it be June, July, which might be the case, being that last year was kind of done a little bit later than that, but, you know, things happen. The other piece of news is that as of this recording, today is the 22nd, we were supposed to have an episode, chapter 10 of Volume 8, but because of the fact that Texas, you know, got brutally hammered with the snowstorm and nasty, brutal cold, basically causing massive power outages, blackouts, pipes freezing, and people dying, freezing to death. It's just a horrible, horrible situation. Because Rooster Teeth is based down in Texas, they decided to kind of postpone putting out the episode that we were supposed to get this past Saturday, saving it for this coming Saturday, which, if you're one of those people who complained about not getting one episode on Saturday, good God, people. You waited 2 freaking months for one episode. I think you can wait 7 days. Being that RWBY, you know, all the people who work on the show live down in Texas, if you feel like donating, I will post a link to anyone who wants to donate, which actually was started by Murder Birds and his girlfriend Alexin. I think it's just a really great gesture for being that they are fans of Rooster Teeth and the show. I think it was just a really great gesture that they started a GoFundMe for them to kind of help them out. I commend them. I wish I would have thought of it, but, you know, between the two of them, they have some influence over. They have lots of fans they've already donated. I think it's like close to $10,000 to $12,000. It's amazing. Anyway, now the other piece of information I want to pass along is this past Friday on the 19th was my birthday. Woo! Anyway, I actually got for my birthday this awesome chair. Just want to pan it down a little bit here. Oh, it's just amazing. Now, this chair is very comfortable. I've been sitting in basically a folding chair while doing these videos. Not comfortable, but this is just amazing. It's got a back massager here. It reclines, and it's got a footrest. And not to mention, if I turn this around, it's got speakers! Got speakers back here. This thing is awesome. And not to mention, very, very comfortable. Fix that. And here we go. Now, enough about my birthday present. We got an episode of RWBY back from our winter hiatus, and my God, what an episode it was. We started off with the Jailbirds, Crow, Robin, Jock, and Watts, and they're trying to sleep, and they get woken up by all the explosions and the mayhem that's going on outside, which they do not know what is going on. Then, you know, Crow kind of hears something. He's like, wait, that's nada. And the boom! Explosion coming from the wall. Now, I am kind of glad that I wasn't the only one who thought this, because when you, at the explosion, you see that there's a bird there. My first instinct, and apparently a lot of people did, thought, oh my god, that is Raven. And it was not Raven. That is so not Raven. Okay, it's good. Being that it was not Raven, some of us were disappointed because we haven't seen Raven since Volume 5. Being that, that explosion, kind of caused some, mayhem. Then we go on to, we see back at the Schnee Manor, we see that Nora is finally waking up after being knocked unconscious from all of that electricity that kind of hit her all at once, and she kind of it just took so much out of her. I'm glad that she is up and she's awake now. She's still not ready to fight, but nonetheless, it gave me a bit of a optimistic feel that she's going to be okay. And so, being that Klein is playing Doctor with Nora and Penny, and he comments on the fact that he's never really dealt with a human who is also a robot. Then we get the power goes out, and they're saying that oh, we have a generator, and so incoming Willow Schnee, and she makes that reference about having a generator there. And one little side thing, when she kind of comes into the scene, Whitley makes a little snarky comment, and I'm like, dude, come on, don't be an asshole. So then they send Ruby and Blake go down to the generator to kind of start things up, and we have a nice little ladybug moment, if you want to call it, which the way I feel about it is that this moment was kind of like Ruby's way of saying okay guys, you want it? Here! You have a moment between Blake, Ruby, there! Leave us alone! So, after years of the fans complaining, it's kind of like their way of saying, here! They're finally alone, they're finally interacting, you leave us alone! Anyway, now that moment, it was nice. When I was watching it, it felt nice. It was just kind of nice to kind of see them interacting. But ultimately, it kind of felt a little bit forced. I don't know. It was a great moment nonetheless, but it just kind of, I wish it happened sooner, but whatever. It is what it is. So then, we see that the Hound Grim is right behind Ruby when the lightning flashes, and it's like, oh boy, she's in for a world of hurt. So between Blake and Ruby, they're fighting off the Grim, and they're like, what is this thing? And Blake says, oh, it's just a Grim. No, it's not. It is not just a Grim. Then Ruby gets taken out by the Hound Grim, being that they see that this thing can stand on its hind legs and can fly. They never seen a Grim like that before, and that takes Ruby gets taken out, and which the only thing that I think I kind of a little bit put off was by the fact that when the Grim had Ruby up in the air and just dropped her, and she just kind of falls straight to the ground. It's like, dude, where's the landing strategy? Anyway, Blake's kind of trying to fight it off. She's basically on defense mode, and she's like, Ruby, wake up. I need you. And so then, she's trying to fight off one of the Grim, and what is it, Sentinel? I think that's what it's called. Anyway, so, Ruby comes in at the last moment and kind of saves her, and she's like, I was listening, I heard you. Nice of them. And then, they say, hey, the Grim is not after us, it's after Penny. Then the Hound Grim makes a beeline for the door, then, Weiss is trying to fight it off. Now the thing just escapes, and we have that little scene, a little moment where Whitley is at his dad's computer trying to do his thing, and he comes in, the Hound comes in, and that moment where it's almost like mirroring that scene from Jurassic Park, it's trying to, like, it smells you, and it's like, he kind of knows, but the Hound Grim is like smelling and sensing the Nickelodeon slime from Penny, because everyone's like covered in it because of the oil, blood, whatever you want to call it. So then, Mama Schneid comes to the rescue, saves her son, and we find out, holy crap, Willow Schneid can summon! Whew, man, I did not see that one coming. Which I think some people at first probably thought that was Weiss doing that. No, it was Mama Schneid. Then they're getting chased by the Grimm. Gets saved by Weiss temporarily. She puts up that wall of ice to help let them escape. And so then we get to everyone else. Penny is basically under control because she's been hacked by Watts, and it's she kind of fights off the Grimm because the Grimm's trying to interfere, because Grimm wants Penny. Penny's not having it, and just smacks it and just fights it off. Which then Ruby tries to fight off the Hound Grim, and she uses her eyes. It's like finally instinct kicks in, and then you see that this Grimm is not just a Grimm.
It's a man, baby!
Oh my God, you see, there is a human underneath the Grimm's skin, you want to call it? And so, you get to kind of see that the Grimm is basically like, take the girl, not to be confused with. And so, the Grimm is like still like in that like that hypnotic kind of like still kind of go out and take the girl, and so then Willow and Whitley, they push the giant statue, crushing the Grimm, and the Grimm dies. And so I am still kind of like wrapping my head around this, because this is like basically a science experiment that Salem is conducting, and one important fact is that the person underneath the Grimm suit, if you want to call it, has silver eyes. He has silver eyes. Holy crap! Big revelation. And now here's the thing that many people in the fandom are kind of also pondering as well, is that what if Summer Rose is not dead, but she is just being Grimmified, shall I say, or going to be? We don't know yet, but it kind of puts things into perspective, because you think back to Volume 6, where you see that flashback from when Maria was, when she was younger, she's fighting off all these people who are after her, and the logical conclusion that we can all come to is that the people who were after her were sent by Salem, and most likely Salem wanted Maria because she's a Silver-Eye Warrior. So I don't know if it was because she wants to do the same thing and turn, Maria into like a Grimm kind of thing, or wanted to use her silver eyes for something else, I don't know. But that's just kind of my thought. So that towards the end of the episode, we then see Cinder is breaking out Watts and having him escape with her because he wants to use him to kind of help her out. So that was one crazy episode, let me tell you. Now, before we get into this week's episode, it's called Witch. Now, because of a title like that is going to kind of create, in my mind, it's going to create a bit of a Abbott Costello kind of situation. It's like, hey, what are you watching? I'm watching the Witch episode. Which episode? Yes. No. It's the Witch episode. Which episode is it? It's the Witch episode. You get the idea. Who's on first? So, now we're going to get into the madness here. Oh my golly gosh, that is cold. Woohoo! So, let's start the fun in 3, 2, 1, and go. I guess so. Alright, let's see if we can sing these words. We said goodbye to all the things we loved. Gave up our lives just to find that it was not enough. We let days God follow to our carefree peace. What we thought could change the world was just childish dream. We failed to stop our own demise, the tragic and before us. Help has no place here. Please have to come home, finally clear. The end we tried to avoid is already here. Some roses will never bloom. Some will fall on the vine. Sometimes it's worth it all to risk the fall. Fight for every life. Let's go! I have the words right here. They made it to the ground. They're inside the whale.
Well, that was harrowing.
We're not in the clear yet. We still have to search this whole thing and find Oscar before the Aesop's blows to pieces.
Oh.
How are we supposed to find Oscar? It's going to be like finding a needle in a giant...
Try calling out his name?
Whale. Why did we think this was a good idea?
I might be able to help. I can sense spikes of people's emotions, I think. It happened on Winter's ship. If I focus my aura, I can keep it up.
Okay, that's new. Maybe one of them is Oscar?
I can sort of tell where they are, but not who. They're more or less in the same area, though. Further in. I can lead.
Hey, you don't have to drain yourself. I can help too.
Yeah, good thinking.
Yeah,
thanks.
John's basically a battery pack for aura.
Lead the way.
Lead the way. Oh, Jean.
She brushed off her bumps and bruises. For nothing hurt worse than the loneliness in her chest.
I recognize that. The girl who fell through the world.
I shouldn't be surprised you're so familiar with fairy tales.
Ah, fairy tales.
I've lived through my share of them. How are you holding up?
I thought the idea of falling through Remnant into a new world was exciting. I never understood why she was so sad when she finally made it back home. But now, it makes more sense.
She wasn't the same girl anymore.
No.
Yeah.
I think this plan to divide might have run its course. It's time we start thinking about a way out. Not having Arcane certainly limits the options, so...
No. I don't like what happens when we use magic. Every time we use it, I can feel us merging faster. I'm not ready for that.
I don't blame you. Honestly, I think you're
Yeah,
doing
he doesn't
just
want to lose
fine
a part
on
of
your own.
himself. Oh shit. That's amazing.
Listen up, everyone. We're keeping this LZ clear for the payload. We're going to put aboard that thing. If we can't hold this line, it will continue to spit out Grim and we lose the city. Is that understood?
Yes, ma'am.
You wouldn't happen to know a tune for this,
Yes.
huh?
I don't know that anybody.
Neon.
Another wave incoming. Keep them back.
Yes! Flame Cowl! Oh! It's so different.
Just kids.
You can hash out your issues later. Right now, just kill Grim.
She's not wrong. Glad we got to see part of Team Funky. Yes.
Why did you bring me here?
I've been thinking
Because
about
he
what you said.
knows.
If it's a lie, and I took that lie to Salem, the punishment would fall on my head before yours. If what you said is true, and I use the password myself, well, I don't know what happens when this thing activates. So let's see if you're bluffing.
Oh.
Want me to summon her?
Either way, it'll tell me what I need to know.
What are you doing?
Alright, hold on, time out. Now, I'm kind of hoping that if he does summon her, I'm kind of hoping that we get to see, you know, him asking, what is Salem hiding? Because we got to see what Ozpin was hiding. And it would be kind of nice to kind of see, you know, see things from, you know, Salem's perspective. And I myself would like to know what Salem is hiding. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Let's find out.
Jin.
Oh, oh man. He summoned her.
Why, hello again, old man. Did you have a question?
Yes.
Actually, I think all my questions
oh,
are
not
answered
quite.
now.
What are you going to do?
What Gretchen would have
What?
done. And that starts with getting you away from here. Both of you.
I'm going to need something before I go.
So, just to be clear, none of you have a question for me?
No, but we'll be bringing you with us.
The moment we move that thing, this place goes on high alert. Better to get you out first.
But
I'll come back for it. Not like she knows the password anyway.
That's true. Whoa. Oh, Neo, there you go. That was Neo hiding.
Sorry. It's not your fault.
Oh.
I'm masking and tracking at the same time.
Do you guys need a minute?
We don't know how much longer we have. Why don't you give masking a break? Give me directions and I can scout ahead.
Thanks. We should be heading straight for a while.
Well, at least you guys being friends again takes the sting out of impending doom.
It's okay to be afraid, you know. You don't always have to hide it with a joke.
Glad I'm not the only one who's scared.
Of course I'm
Aw.
scared. Him, on the other hand, there's no fear at all.
Well, I mean, everyone
see
has
it.
their own ways of coping.
He
you know?
believes we're going to get this done.
Then I do too.
Yeah, mask is ready.
I mean, what if... Oh, shit.
You sure he'll be okay on his own?
I don't know. We just need to get... Wait. Ah, Hazel. Have you gotten what we need yet?
Oh, shit. Don't lie.
The
She
Seers.
will see through that.
Seems we have guests. The lamp. Find them.
Oh.
What now?
Let's do what we do best. Charge blindly into danger.
Would have gone with keep moving forward, but sure.
Blindly into danger.
Forward. No matter what.
Keep moving forward. Oh, come on, kid. Oh,
How much longer for the payload? Approaching the LZ now.
Come on, Juan.
You.
No, wait! Stop!
Oscar!
oh. No, 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 no.
I knew I sensed some
No.
weak minds nearby.
What?
What's going on here?
It's a long story.
You're gonna have to try and summarize it. Why should we trust you?
Because she's scared. Just like us.
Or maybe because I know how to get out of here. Anybody coming?
That was...
This is it, everyone.
That was
We're gonna
pretty cool.
clear a path to that monster. We get the payload aboard, set the timer, and then we're out.
But they might still be alive in there.
I gave them their window. We can't wait any longer.
Would you say the same thing if it was your sister inside? Are you gonna tell her what you did to her friends?
Yes, Mira. Because that's my duty. Now you do yours.
Oh, man. That's cold. But she's just following
We're almost
orders.
up. What is that?
It's her.
Mama's home.
You really have been honing
Oh.
that semblance of yours.
Really? Oh. Oh, man. Boom. Really? Oh, wow. Well, it's not gonna be that easy. Oh, that's... Oh, shit.
What did you do with the lamp?
Uh-oh.
Nothing. It's missing. Where is it? I didn't do anything with it. Where is it?
All right, pause. Hold on. One. Now, I don't know if I'm wrong in this, but I think we saw Neo before. That might have been hiding in the shadows. I think that was her. So, I think Neo took the lamp without them knowing, and I don't know if she's gonna use that to give it to Cinder. I don't know. We'll have to find out. How much time do we have left? Oh, we still got like 5 minutes left. Holy moly! All right, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Look how you've diminished. How you've lessened yourself. And for what? These children? This ruined world? Why do you keep coming back?
Why do you? All of this endless death. Because something bad happened to you once upon a time? Nobody gets a fairy tale ending. Everything I've lost, every person I've lost, is because of you.
And who is it I've
Oh,
taken
thank
from
you
you,
for
girl?
mentioning her.
Summer Rose. My
Her
mom.
again. Oh, God.
Her again?
Your
Oh.
Grace.
Ah, Hazel. I found our
All right,
guest.
pause. Okay. Now the fact that Yang said Summer Rose, my mom. Yes and no, but mostly no. She is not your mother. She's your stepmother, yes, but Raven is your mother. I guess she's felt more like of a mother than her biological mother that left her. I understand. I get that. But I'm not gonna mince words. I'm just gonna finish the rest. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Take the boy back to his chamber. I have work to do with this one.
Yes, of course. No more Gretchen's boy.
I really don't know.
Oh my God. Oh, Big Daddy.
Now!
Oh, he's so colorful.
Hazel,
Go.
so you've decided against vengeance for your sister after all this time.
I'm doing what Gretchen would have done.
Oh my God. He knows he's gonna lose, but he's doing this so everyone else can escape, and that is just awesome. What the? Oh! Oh my God. Bitch, run!
Come on, everyone, out! Wait, Oscar?
She'll just come after us.
Oh shit. The more pain inflicted, the more stronger he gets. moly.
Do it.
Whoa. Oh my God. And you ended there? Oh, come on. That was insane. Holy crap. Wow. I mean, wow. That was one hell of an episode. I gotta say, that was good. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? All right. So, what we came out of that, we got, and we got to see, team, Yang and John, and they're just navigating, trying to find Oscar, and oh man, there's so much happening. I'm still trying to process it all. So I'm just gonna whatever I can think of. I'm just going to just spit out of my head here. So, we get to see. I'm assuming it was a brief glimpse of Neo. We see a lot of Salem, and I'm glad we got to see her in fighting action. Oh man, she is a badass. I'm telling you. We get to see. Oh, wow. We see Hazel. Because everyone who was working under Salem realizes that there's no hope for them. They're just being used, and ultimately, they don't want to be associated with her anymore. So now they try to come up with some kind of an escape plan, sort of. And so they call on Jin just to kind of see if Oscar was bluffing or not, and they see, oh, we still have one more wish left, and question, and so they're Yang and everyone, they're using Ren's semblance to kind of mask themselves and try to find any sort of energy or emotion that they can find, and they kind of run low on their aura, and it's just wow. Then we get to see Hazel basically try to be like the deterrent, so everyone else can escape from Salem, and he's more or less a martyr if you think about it, because he's risking his life for everyone else. So I'm just gonna put a pin in that one. I'm gonna have to rewatch this episode again. I'm still letting things wash over me. That little cliffhanger there, trying to figure out what just happened and just what happens next. But unfortunately, I'm thinking the next episode is probably going to focus the shift back towards what RWBY and all of them, and how the Schnee manners. Everyone, that's my guess. They're going to focus the shift on that in the next episode. Thank you everyone for watching. That was a hell of an episode. Follow me on Twitter at BlackOmen10. As I mentioned, thank you again for watching. I will see you all in the next one.